Yeah, so right now, I know there's, the markets are all down within crypto and also just in a global level for financially. But that is an opportunity for building. So a lot of times, actually, VCs are looking and other investment firms are actually seeing Web3 companies and seeing them buying them as a discount. They're not worried about investing and seeing the growth in this space. They're actually just trying to tee up that opportunity.
I really believe, for some of you who are familiar with Web3, that Web3, which is a decentralized web, is going to change completely how we think about marketing.
So in the current state of marketing, how we have just all of our devices connected and how we're getting targeted across those, and we're looking at audience segments or targeting users, that is, versus this, to my next point, where now we're looking at community participation and how we can engage with those people that are actively participating and making them feel more a part of that community.
I'm a big NFT holder. I own the NFT for Adidas. I'm a very attached, loyal supporter of Adidas because with that NFT, I have access to a community on Discord where I can exchange ideas, share some thoughts, and I feel incredibly loyal to the brand.
And so this is what's different. Instead of having a product, I have to sell it to a consumer or user, buy my product, they're actually going, how do we create value for you to be connected with us? And that is sharing emails, that is sharing that contact information. That's very difficult still today, unless you're getting some of that information from a partner that has that data. Otherwise, you kind of don't have the full scale or understanding of what they're looking for.
I'm going to say that you're going to see more uses of first and second party data. I think companies are really going to start honing in on, when I say companies, I'm talking about the advertisers themselves, are going to hone in on what type of data they have, how can they structure the access to that data so where they can use it in their marketing channels, and how can they use it effectively.
So this is a way to actually engage and then share, hey, I can give you email, I can give you other contact information, and in return, you provide me social tokens, you provide me an NFT that then unlocks special access or privileges to me. So now I'm creating more of a loyalty chain.
Yeah, I think the biggest opportunity for us marketers, including myself and many others, is to figure out a way to gamify marketing overall. If you think about advertising, it's been, to some degree using the same type of data, the same type of ad format, and the same type of placement for the last couple of years. It is time for innovation.
So what I'm saying is that people be more open to living in a virtual world and experiencing a virtual world. And the value of it is, if you think, I'm just going to give a really basic example, but it's such a good one. How many times have you gone to a furniture store and measured things out, got it home, and it doesn't fit the way you thought it was, even though you measured it? What if you could actually project that into your home and understand what it would look like before you even bought it?
So it's really kind of interesting to see the shift in the dynamic from where we've always been building and creating and then having a revenue model to kind of facilitate the operations and continued growth, where this is more first community growth and community driven. And then that revenue and all those other product streams that can come from these communities that we create every day are actually then enabling those folks that are actually creating and helping ideate and taking ownership. And that's where the ownership part comes in, to actually be the ones implementing that and executing those things.
So for me, the takeaway is, if you're a brand today and you're not gamifying or engaging your audience, you're dying as a marketing organization.
We need to feel like we're connected. We need to feel like we belong somewhere, and that's the community, but us also feeling safe to share. And then the last point of that, which we'll get to the next, is that being a part of something greater than yourself. That's where I think it's very unique to Web3 organizations versus the current companies that you or I work for on our day-to-day jobs.
So for me, the reason why I think that augmented reality and Web 3.0 is so valuable is because it's changing how you can engage, and it's making a consumer feel more educated and smarter. You can learn more, you can see more, you can experience more, all in the comfort of your own environment. So that's really where I see the true value in the technology. And Web 3 is just helping us to break down all the barriers and all the walled gardens to make it all possible.
Then you also have the other players, which are going to be some of the partners that are out there, like the Targets, the Walmarts, the Walgreens, all these players that are out there, maybe even Kroger's, they're figuring out how to actually leverage their data so where they can package it up in means where advertisers can use that data to target as well. So
the ownership aspect is really the unique piece of this, because you can buy products all day, and companies want you to stay loyal and have that long-term longevity with them. So this is just actually taking what we've built already from the Web 2 platforms and social, like people think companies before didn't know why they needed a Facebook. People didn't before need to know why they care about getting a tweet posted or reposted. But now they're seeing that and utilizing that heavily. This is just that next wave of the technology, and brands are coming around to understanding how they necessarily need to create utility for their consumers.
There's going to be a real focus, I think, on the use and access of data, but in a way where it has to be compliant. Compliance is everything right now, and if your actions are not compliant, then it's too risky.
It is time for new ad formats or new execution of ad format. For example, think about the Coinbase QR code that was displayed during the Super Bowl last time. Think about the data collection practices. Why is my data being collected to target me where I never really given consent for my behavior to be tracked on the internet? And then think about the places, why am I seeing so many ads on my mobile phone or desktop? Well, really, I spend most of my time in gaming environments. Why am I not seeing the type of ads that I like, on the Roblox or, those sort of gaming platforms?
That's really where the communities then actually are taking that value and trying to create opportunities for people to earn their place in that community, to where then they can get more value from them.
Simpli.fi presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simpli.fi's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simpli.fi's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit Simpli.fi.